Okay, welcome back, my collectionauts. We're back with some Genshin Impact. Today we're going to be looking at Mustachio's account. So we're going to be reviewing his account. He was the recent Discord winner in terms of account reviews for this week. Check the description down below if you'd like to join the Discord to win an account review as well and have your account reviewed. But yeah, without further ado, let's go into the characters on Mustachio's account. Okay, so we have a few characters that are favorited here. I'm not sure if I did this prior because I did tell him to favorite some characters he wanted me to look through, but I'm assuming these are the characters he does want me to check, unless these were characters he had favorited prior. I'm not really too sure. But anyways, first and foremost, he did say he was a Yanfei main, and he did say he was an Ito main. So I'm gonna be suggesting team comps in terms of Yanfei and Ito for the most part. We'll look through certain characters within those two team comps, and then we'll go from there. So number one, with Yanfei, I know Danger is in the game now. You can run burning reactions and version. Honestly, I'm assuming Vape is most likely her best team comp to run. I do see that you have Xingshu here, which is very, very good. Do you have Yelan? Okay, no, you don't have Yelan. Okay, so you have Xingshu. That's perfectly fine. Let me just look at his constellation super quickly here. C6, okay, that is very, very good. Okay, so for Yanfei, in terms of team comps, you have Xingshu. I would definitely run Xingshu with your Yanfei, right? So you have Yanfei, Xingshu. You can also run Bennett to give you power resonance with Yanfei, as well as Bennett can be a very, very good attack buffer and a heal at the same time for your overall team comp. In terms of the fourth character, if you so do wish to run this team comp with Xingshu and Bennett, for the fourth slot in terms of this team comp, you don't have Kazuha. Wait, do you? No, you don't. I mean, you have Venti. You could run Venti if you're fighting a bunch of mobs, for example. You can run Sucrose, which you have here as well. So either option could work for the fourth character, as you can VV Shred, Pyro to overall give your Yanfei more damage. So you can run Yanfei, Xingshu, Bennett, Venti, or Sucrose, as you don't have Kazuha. So that's an option there. There is an option of running Melt Comp, but I think a Melt Comp for Yanfei, I mean, you do have Ayaka and you can use your burst and kind of maneuver with the melts there, but I feel like more consistent would just be running Xingshu with your Yanfei. Alright, so going on towards your Ito. Ito, Monogeo. That is basically Ito's main team comp. Monogeo is basically not interchangeable. You have to run Monogeo. Is this how Ito works? And as well as the addition of Goro, which you do have, thank goodness, is that he really enables Monogeo comp. You do have Ito and Goro. Unfortunately, you don't have Zhongli, which you said you were planning to get for your Ito team comp. He is currently on the banner. I believe his banner is maybe like 12 more days, 13 give or take, somewhere around that range. So I definitely advise getting him for your Ito comp. So you can run Ito, Goro. If you do plan on using your Bennett with your Yanfei, or if you don't, then you can potentially use Bennett with Ito, Goro, and Zhongli once you do get Zhongli. In terms of the other slot, if you want to use Bennett with your Yanfei, Xingshu Vape comp, you can also run Mona in that team comp. There's different things you can run as well. You can even run 4-man Gia, but I'd probably just keep it on 3 and then use somebody else for like a damage buff to help overall buff your team comp, if that makes sense. In terms of other team compositions that you do have, I can also see that you have Ayaka, I guess, freeze comp. You do have Kokomi, which is very, very good. So you have Ayaka, you have Kokomi. Unfortunately, again, you don't have Kazuha. You could run Venti to interchange there, although Kazuha is much better for Ayaka freeze. So you have Ayaka, Kokomi, you have Venti, no Kazuha, and you can also run another character like Dayona, for example, to help batter your Ayaka. So you have Ayaka freeze comp. So those are like 3 really solid comps I want to see overall that you have. You do have Xiao. Once you do, again, get Zhongli. Zhongli is a very, very diverse character. You can run Xiao. You can have Sucrose to batter your Xiao. You can have Zhongli and run double Geo. So you have Xiao and Zhongli, Beto, and you have Sucrose to help batter your Xiao, etc., etc. Or Jean. You have Jean as well, but she's not built. So you have many different team comps you can run here. Alright, so let's look at your Yanfei Vape comp and then your Ito Mono Geo comp. Alright, so let's start with your Yanfei. Level 89 of 90, nice. 2k attack. Lost Prayers, nice. Wanderers, very, very good. C5, 9, 10, 10. 58, 155. Okay, so pretty good. Let's skim through the artifacts. Okay, so the Sands is really good. Not the best goblet, it's probably all you have. Okay, so not too bad on the Yanfei. The Lost Press is helping out the build a bit, so definitely need some improvement there. Let me look at your Xingshu. Sack Sword, nice. Art of the Emblem, C6 again. When you look at it, that's fine with the EQ. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so definitely need some improvement here. You're mainly gonna be using his burst to give vapes towards your Yanfei. I mean, the crit stats do matter, as will help with his burst damage, but I guess it's okay for what it is. This is most likely all you have. The set combination is fine. So I already know the artifacts are not the best crit-wise, right? But I guess it is what it is. This is all you have. Let me actually see your artifacts here. So you do have a little bit of fodder. I'm not gonna go through them right now because that would take a little too much time. But definitely work on this. I would eventually get him 4-piece emblem and he should be good to go. So let's look at your Sucrose. 645 elemental mastery, sack frags, 4-piece VV. This is most likely all you have, which is fine. Talents, okay. Constellation C2. So VV 654 EM, that is fine. Okay, so let's move on to let's go to your Ito comp. So we looked at your Yanfei. Let me look at your Bennett actually really quickly here. 25k HP. Is this all you have? It does give ER, which is good. So I guess leave this on out of all the options you have. And I guess you really need your Favonius on your Gene most likely. Okay, so I guess this is fine for now. Artifacts 4% no blast. Okay, that's fine. C3 and 110.8. 255 energy recharge. Okay, that possibly could be overkill on the energy recharge. Okay, so Yanfei, Vape Comp, fine. I just get Emblem for your Xingshu. I would advise on that because his crit stats are not that good. But overall, it'll work because he has enough energy recharge to, I guess, capitalize on his burst and maximize his uptime on his burst. Yanfei, Vape, Team Comp should be okay. Let's look at your Ito. 89, 1.7k attack, 1.5k defense. Serpent Spine, okay, nice. 4-piece Husk, C0, and triple 9. Okay, nice. 61, 181. Okay, so not too bad on the stats. Okay, it's not the best flower, same thing with the plum. Sands is okay-ish. Goblet is decent as well, and not the best circle. So not the best stats on your Ito. Serpent Spine is helping out the build a bit, as you're getting a bunch of crit rate from there. But overall, it's not bad. It just definitely needs some improvement. Alright, let's move on to your Goro. Okay, you have Favonius on him, that is good. Level 70 out of 80, so I'd definitely get him to 80 eventually, as you are an Ito in. Definitely build your Goro. Artifacts Exile. Okay, so with Goro build, in terms of artifacts, I would get him Husk and most likely Emblem. And then he should be good to go, as it'll help maximize his burst, which is very, very important with the 2-piece Emblem, and the Husk will give him defense percentage on the 2-piece, right? So C2 Goro and 186. Okay, so definitely focus on the E, as that will give you defense increase on Goro, right? His E is very, very important as elemental skill. So definitely max it out to at least 9. If you want to crown it, this up to you. Let's look at his energy recharge, 194. Okay, so not too high. I mean, Favonius proc will help you get energy particles, which is fine. I would definitely take this to 90. I mean, 80 out of 90 is I guess, okay-ish. But I mean, if you really want to maximize and max your Ito team comp, I would definitely max out the Favonius level 90. Okay, you don't have Zhongli. Once you do get Zhongli, I mean, it's up to you whether if you want to build them as like a burst support on like, for example, Petra and Noblesse or 4-piece Emblem, that's up to you. Or if you want to build them as a shield bot with 4-piece Nasty, again, that's up to you. In terms of weapons, there's a lot of weapons you can run. You have Black Tassel for shield bot build. You have Favonius that can help battery the team, help battery him, energy recharge the weapon as well. You also have access to the deathmatch, as you did say you're Welcome Moon and a Battle Pass buyer, a low spender. So you can get deathmatch. I'm not sure if you have one or not. I'm not really gonna look right now. If you do, then you can use that on Zhongli if you want. If you don't, then that's a possible option to Battle Pass to get for your future Zhongli. So there's multiple weapons you can get on him. He's pretty versatile in terms of weapons. It just comes down to his build. Okay, so let me look at your other favorited characters. I guess we can look at your Albedo if you do decide to use your Albedo, maybe, because that's really all you have. You don't have Zhongli yet. So you could run Goro, Albedo, and Ito in the meantime. So let's look at your Albedo build really quickly here. Cinnabar's Spindle, okay, nice R3. Unfortunately R5. Husk Petra, okay, that's fine. Eventually I'll get him on 4-piece Husk, but this is perfectly fine for now. C0 and 187, okay, nice. Okay, so not the best crit stance. They're definitely lacking in crit damage, or crit rate, sorry. So 2.1k defense, about 2.2k. Let's look at the stats. Okay, so no crit stats on the flower, definitely some improvement. Same thing with the plum. Sands is not bad. That is about like what, 35, 36 CV, give or take. Pretty good on the sands. Goblet needs some improvement. And the circlet is not the best either. I mean, you got some defense and energy recharge, so I guess like overall it's okay-ish. But yeah, definitely lacking on the crit rate portion of things for your Albedo, but I would definitely working it in 4-piece Husk, depending if you want to like really use him in your Mono Geo comp, which is again up to you. So overall, I guess not too bad. You have his best in slot Cinnabar Spindle, so that's very, very good. Okay, who else did we miss here? Fischl? I think Fischl and Kokomi. So look at your Fischl and Kokomi and we'll go from there. So your Kokomi is level 80, 33k HP, weapon throwing tails, level 90, okay, that's nice. 4-piece Clam, C0 and 587, okay. 175 energy recharge. Let's look at the artifacts. So energy recharge, attack percentage. Unfortunately, crit stats are obviously useless for Kokomi unless you're memeing. Both crit stats, okay, that's kind of unfortunate with the rolls. You got one roll into HP percentage. You have energy recharge at least 2, which is good for Kokomi's uptime under a burst. Your sands, okay, that's fine. Number 1 with Kokomi, there's 2 ways I guess you can technically run her. If you want to run her with more healing, then I guess HP Goblet is fine. If you want to do a little more damage than Hydro Goblet, I'm assuming you're running Clam for the more healing, and you do have the 4-piece Clam set. So the more healing you do, the more damage you'll get on the bubble procs, which is fine. So I guess the HP Goblet is okay here. An HP Circlet. And again, this is probably all you have. So unfortunately, not the best rules. The defense percentage is very, very unfortunate. But I guess it is what it is. I'm not sure how much your Kokomi heals. Your talent level is only 8 on the E, which is... So I think overall, the build looks okay on your Kokomi. Okay, so let's move on to your Fischl. Level 80, 1.8k attack. Stringless, level 90 R2. Nice. Thundering Fury. Okay, so I'm assuming you're working on the 2-piece Glad set. So 2-piece Glad and Thundering Fury. C3 on Fischl and 311 for, so this all spam Stringless, right? So, okay, the stats aren't good here. So not the best stats on the pieces. No crits. Okay, this is +0. Wait, hold on. Okay, so 2 pieces aren't fully leveled. Yeah, +0 and a +12. Okay, I see. So attack gauntlet, that's probably all you have, and attack circle, that's not leveled up. So what I would recommend, especially with the strongbox changes in 3.0, I mean, if you really want to prioritize official, that's up to you. I personally wouldn't farm Midsummer Courier anymore, and I would just focus on using the strongbox. So again, I would probably farm like Emblem, for example. It's a very, very good diamond to farm, and you can get Emblem pieces for your Shingshu. And then if you get bad fodder pieces, you can fodder it into Thundering Fury with the strongbox. And then glad pieces you can get from world bosses, weekly bosses, etc, etc. So that's what I would recommend for your official, and just go from there. Again, I'm not sure how much you use this character. She's favorited, so I'm assuming you do use her. But I think that's it for your favorited characters. Again, Yanfei, Babe Comp, Shingshu, Bennett, Sucrose, Ito. Whenever you get Zhongli, definitely run Zhongli with your Ito, and you can run Ito, Boro, and Zhongli, and you can insert like Bennett or Mona. Depends on your second team for the Abyss. Speaking of the Abyss, let's take a look at where you're at so far in the Abyss. Okay, so you're 33 stars in the Abyss. It is about to change because as 3.0 it obviously is live, and I believe 3.0 Abyss is September 1st. But overall, I think your characters are okay-ish. I believe if you do build your overall team comp for your Yanfei Babe comp really, really good, and your Ito Monogeo comp, you should be able to get 36 stars in the Abyss. It just comes down to you actually like fully building them properly, maxing out their talents and farming artifacts. But like you have to farm artifacts to obviously make your characters strong. So with those two solid team comps, I feel like you definitely should be able to 36 star the Abyss. Again, I would just focus more on your supports, your Shingshu and your Agoro for their respective team comps. But yeah, this will be the end of the account review video. I think overall you have a pretty decent account. You got 33 stars, which is really, really good. That is 550 Primo Gems out of 600. So definitely a very, very good job. I feel like you can definitely get 36 stars in the Abyss. But yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoyed. Let me know if you guys liked Mustachio's account. I think it's very, very good again. And yeah, definitely leave a like, subscribe if you guys enjoyed the content. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.
Told my brothers one day we gon' make it. We just gotta grind for that paycheck. Mama told me one day I'll be famous. Remember when she used to say she hate this. Back then they would laugh when I say shit. Now I'm inside all them people's playlists.